Are you ready to rise to the challenge here on the Rising Stars Challenge? Then come to 2K Sports. On behalf of the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith, I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Stars up against the Elites. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. And another of our fabulous all-star events, the Rising Stars Challenge. Teams composed entirely of first and second year players. Shaq, what does this game mean to these young fellas?
In the words of one of my good friends, Kenny Smith, you are a product of what you have seen growing up in your environment. These players have seen the likes of Kobe Bryant, all these guys before them. Now they're trying to establish themselves as a future NBA star. They got to go out there and have a good time.
Well, I appreciate you quoting me, and I appreciate the experience. So you should never think that you should look back at this and say, just make the most of it. If you don't, you will regret it.
Can you even remember when you were a first or second year player in this league?
Yes. I can. I remember my first time walking out on an NBA basketball court, and I can remember plays in that game.
And I remember McNeil wasn't better than Patrick at that time, so when we had to take the team photo, and it's Mike, and it's Scotty, and it's all Dominique, guys touching at me, looking at me, congratulating me, I was nervous, honey. The first time I was scared because all the guys I grew up watching were right behind me.
Wow.
Just about time for tip-off.
Gave me chills.
Yeah, me too. Let's send it to Kevin Harlan.
Hello, welcome everyone to the NBA Rising Stars Challenge, as we'll see the best and the brightest young players in the NBA face off. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. And so off the tip, it's the Stars. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Stars, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. Johnson is out there with Kobe, and it's ABC. And it's Malone in at the power forward.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
No good from Maravich.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Johnson, good.
And some players in the Rising Stars Challenge aren't especially well known yet, but this young man is someone we've already become very familiar with.
It has not taken him long to really establish himself in the league. I mean, he's been logging a ton of minutes.
And here's Bird from the arc. Rebounded by the Stars. You brought the big stage these young guys are on tonight. for so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. There's the bucket. Good. Bird's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Kobe, here we go. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Malone. The Stars shooting their first free throws of the night. The free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans.
Here's Maravich. And James pulls it down.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And sort of a revelation this season. He's quickly established himself as one of the league's top young players.
And that's always impressive to see because there were a lot of people who had their doubts about him. But he seems to thrive on proving those people wrong, and he's off to a good start.
And really a surprising amount of defense being played here tonight.
There really is. I mean, what's gotten into these guys? Usually it's all offense all the time in this game. I like that they're going at it like this. It looks more realistic.
This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Now here's Robertson after the miss from Tim Duncan. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Duncan's got his first 2 points.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing it in a bit where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Barry's checked in for Maravich. Wade, he's checked in for the Stars. Gervin comes in for Johnson. Bellamy, count the bucket.
And for as much offense as the All-Star game features, I mean, the Rising Stars Challenge typically gives us even more scoring. I mean, this is an action-packed event year in and year out.
Catching up now on the changes for the elites. Johnson, he's checked in for Duncan. Hardaway comes in for Bird. And it's Richardson in for Robson. Olajuwon's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. McAdoo comes in for Malone. And King subbed in for James. Bellamy kicks to Richardson. And it's Wade with the rebound. You talked about, Greg, the high scoring in this game over the years, and there have been some incredible totals, often up in the 140s and higher. It was only a few years ago that the winning team, scored 163 points.
That's right. Yeah, I will never forget that. And it's part of what makes this game so fun. I mean, we don't come to the All-Star Week looking for great defense. We want to see these young fellas get out and run.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
The elites leading. And Doris Burke spoke with George Carl. Doris?
We talked about his roster of players for the Rising Stars Challenge, and he said, I look at this group, and top to bottom, this could be the players who are the faces of the NBA in a few years. Everyone here just oozes talent and will be dominating the league in a short time. He just might be right, guys.
Thank you, Doris. The elites making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in from deep. Richardson, that drops. Richardson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And how about that for a response.
Well, it sounded as though, or at least it looked as though it sounded like, we'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
The pass to Gervin. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Here's Richardson, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Johnson left side. Richardson against Gervin. It's Richardson on the wing. He has 5. Johnson goes in. Olajuwon with the block. Down low. And then Wade slams it in.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Out to the right wing. Shot's good from Barry. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
They swipe it. Shot from 12. There's the bucket. Good. Here's Gervin. Feeds to Olajuwon. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Reverse that one home. Now that was nice. Real nice.
The agility on display.
Yeah, you love that body control.
How about the power and grace on that finish?
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. The Elite's on top. They're up by 1. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
All right, fans, get loud. We go. Elite.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Rising Stars Challenge, where the NBA's youngest, brightest stars take the stage.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
On the court for the Stars, they've got ABC. Abdul-Jabbar is out there at Malone. Then it's Johnson, and it's Gervin in at the 2-guard spot. The Stars making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. Second free throw, no good. The Stars trailing. There's the 3. Here's Malone, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Bellamy with a screen on Bryant. Here's Maravich, and that one's good. Maravich has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
And here's Kobe for three. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts. Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Bellamy, good. And it's Bird picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for B-Train. A tight game here in New York. Johnson with it. Picked up by Robertson. Kicks it out to James. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure strength.
Oh, we could feel that one all the way over here.
You could see it. That first step was so decisive, aggressive move to attack the rim.
Here's Duncan. The Stars with the rebound. Johnson outside. Banked in off the glass. And it's a 3-point Stars lead. Johnson's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. Bryan against Maravich. Malone with the steal. And the dunk by James.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Robertson drives in. Here's Duncan, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss. You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
And some changes here for the elites. Johnson, he's checked in for Bellamy, and Berry subbed in for Maravich. The Stars also with a sub. Kings checked in for Kobe. Bird a screen on Malone. Pass to Berry. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 6 points for buckets.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
Here's Malone. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Well, it's obvious the difference in this quarter has been their dominance on the offensive boards.
Yeah, plenty of second chance points. Also keeps the opponent out of transition, not resting on their lead, staying active.
And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And some changes here for the elites. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Duncan. Hardaway is subbed in for Robertson. Then for the Stars, Olajuwon comes in for Abdul-Jabbar. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Johnson.
This offense just continues to impress.
Yeah, getting hotter and hotter, Greg. And they're really cooking now. Actually, cooking with gas. And you know what kind of heat that is. Fire!
Hardaway kicks to Johnson. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Missed the shot. He's 3 for 4 in the game. And the Stars leading by 7. Inside.
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Kings gone 2 of 3 from the field. Johnson the screen. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Olajuwon with the block. Johnson goes in, and he gets it to go. 1:14 left now here in the second. Here's James. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Stars.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Wade for 3. No good. Now the elites take it the other way. Outside Hardaway. Johnson the screen. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Barry. Teardrop shot. Out to Bird. Here's the floater. Elijah Wan with the block.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Hardaway against Wade. Now here's Hardaway. He's guarded closely. Here's James. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And so we conclude the first half. Stars lead by 11. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you for joining us live inside this sold-out arena. We are rocking and rolling. The Rising Stars game, a beloved tradition in the NBA, and tonight, a game to recognize the amazing young talent that's recently joined the league. This event, guys, probably one of my favorites, and the fans love it too.
Well, you just got to love to see such crazy talent out here. The format has been mixed up over the years, and no matter how they put the team together, it's always a big-time game. You get to see teammates playing against each other sometimes. Always fun for everyone involved.
And one of the things I always like is the speed of this game, and the youth really showcases a lot of energy. The up-and-down pace lets everyone show off what they can do on the floor. It's a great way to see how they match up against each other.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
All right, fans, get loud for your release.
And welcome back to the Rising Stars Challenge, a showcase for the up-and-coming stars of the NBA.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
Things have seen the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
Robertson is out there with Maravich. Then there's Bird. Then it's Duncan. And it's Bellamy in at the 5. That's the group for George Karl getting going here in the second half. Kobe dishes to James. Kicks it to Abdul-Jabbar. Good, and the assist goes to James. Abdul-Jabbar's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Stars. The Leafs trail by 13. Screen by Duncan. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Duncan's got 8.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Bryant, that's for 2. Releases from the wing and drills it.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Johnson against Robertson. Three-pointer. The rebound by Kobe Bryant.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Maravich kicks to Bellamy. And here we go. Here's Johnson. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Johnson's got 8 points.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
And the Elites decide to take their first timeout here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, guys. Well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He told his guys that their offense needed to run through Tim Duncan. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris.
Kobe with the brilliant assist that time.
Robertson with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Six on the shot clock. Tries from 10. And Bellamy gets it to go on the assist by Robertson. Robertson's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Johnson penetrating. Shoots off the step back. Here's Malone. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Richardson, he's checked in for Bird. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Here's Richardson. Malone with the block. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. McAdoo is checked in for the Stars.
Bob McAdoo.
Robertson kicks to Duncan. Passes it to Bellamy. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. The first free throw is good. And so he hits both.
Look at the night for Bellamy. 10 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Robertson kicks to Richardson. There's the dish to Duncan. Puts it up from 12. The shot, no good. Now the Stars take it the other way.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Richardson the pass to Bellamy. Up top, Maravich. Pass to Robertson. The feed to Duncan. Out to Maravich. Out of bounds. The Stars will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And some changes here for the Elites. Johnson, he's checked in for Bellamy. Barry comes in for Maravich. Hardaway is subbed in for Robertson. The Stars also changing it up. Olajuwon's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Johnson. Gervin on the mark with the 15-footer. Gervin's got 4 this quarter.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Johnson the screen. There's the pass to Barry. Back to Hardaway. Here's Barry. Wade is covering. And Wade sends it back.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Here's Richardson. He has 5. Rejected by Kobe, and he recovers it.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Stars.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for the Elites. James checked in for the Stars. And so he makes both from the line.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
And stolen by Richardson. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in this game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
So we can't get either to fall. The Elites trail by 15. And he lobs it up, and Johnson with the stop.
Maybe that'll... Ignite. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
Bird, he's checked in for the Elites. There's a minute left in the third quarter of the game. Hardaway dishes to Johnson. Johnson draws the double. bury the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Teardrop shot. It's blocked.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Bird. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Bird's got his third basket of the night.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
And Wade slams it in.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
The Elites have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Taking 2 shots. Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
And he sinks the second. Now, here is Elijah. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists in the game. Hardaway. And that's not going to go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Stars out in front, leading by 14. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Sounds go off when I enter the building.
And we're back. Once again, the spotlight on the talented first and second-year players here in the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play, and they are putting on a show.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Stars. They've got Malone, D-Wade out there with Johnson. Then it's Kareem, and it's James in at the 3, the small forward. Robertson against Johnson. Duncan with a screen on Johnson. Inside, here's Bellamy, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
And the Stars leading by 14. Now Johnson. Malone kicks to James. No good on the triple. Johnson against Bird. Maravich dishes to Robertson. He kicks to Duncan. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
And there's the foul. It's on the bulldozer. That's his first foul. Ryan is checked in for Dwayne Wade. Bird outside. Releases from 15. It's rebounded by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Timeout called the Elites.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Bird hits them both. And here is Johnson. into the paint. There's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the assist by Johnson. And the Stars lead by 14. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Robertson outside. He dishes it to Bellamy. No good off the front iron.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And it's the Elites with the ball. Maravich kicks to Robertson. And that is good.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Kareem throws it down.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just the take no chance slam by the big fella.
Robertson against Johnson, and Duncan throws it down hard.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Bryant drives in. Robertson with the steal. Duncan, a screen. Shot off the screen. Shot's good from Bird. Bird's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. To the inside, and stolen by Bellamy. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Moving it up. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single. Digits. And the Stars leading by 10. Malone passes to Abdul-Jabbar from 15 feet away. And it's slammed in by Malone.
You know, he's got a lot of length, and right there, he needed every inch of it.
That's true, G.A. You're right. You know, we really don't know that much about him in that department, but my goodness, when he gets up, he can go.
Yeah, he can still punch it when he wants to, though. We saw that, didn't we, fellas?
Malone with the block. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And the Elites making a change here. Barry's checked in. The Stars also with a sub. Elijahwan's checked in. Here's Bellamy. And that comes off the assist by Duncan. 14 points for B-Train.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, you know, but down the stretch here, guys, they'll summon that extra effort to try and get it done, I think.
Johnson dishes to James. Back to Johnson. Wants to get it to Malone and does. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Timeout called. The Elites. They trail by 12. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. The Stars making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in. We've got 1:23 left here in the fourth quarter. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
You know, he's their coach on the floor. There's no doubt about that. A great communicator, a great teammate, and as you mentioned, Kevin, a tremendous leader.
First one falls for him. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those. Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Some fantastic numbers for Johnson. 12 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
No doubt about it. He's the conductor, the band leader, Clark. You know, we always get some great dunks in this game, and I think we can add that to the list.
Check out the reaction. Listen to that. I mean, that slam was a raise the roofer.
Malone kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. And the Stars lead by 14.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the game. I mean, the rebounding has been very one-sided.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
Kobe kicks to Malone. That's good.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
And the Elites call time here. They're losing by 14. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, they can call all the timeouts they want, but really, I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah, I'm ready to go home just like the players are. There's nothing they can do to salvage this one right now. Let's go. Get out of here. Game done.
He summed it up.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think we need to comment after that.
Adios. Wade outside. Just 5 on the clock. From down low. McAdoo, the pass to Malone. Wade outside. The tray. Misses there. So no problem for the Stars as they get the win.
What a terrific game. I tell you what, these young players are going to give us years of excitement to come. The future of the NBA is looking very bright with these guys, Kevin.
Terrific young players. It sure is. You're right, Greg. And this really was a fun contest to watch, as it always is. We hope you've all enjoyed it as much as we have. Thanks so much for joining us.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. He led the way tonight with a double-double and was a major reason why they won tonight. His effort and intensity gave them the boost they needed.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he...
Well, as Dr. O'Neal predicted, I knew he'd be the star of the Rising Stars Challenge this year. Told you that 10 times already, Kenny. So much great young talent on the floor, but this kid stole the show with the display he put on.
And that wraps up our coverage of the Rising Stars game here on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. We look forward to seeing you again as the second half of the NBA season gets underway.